Next children, let us solve example 12.8. The question is, in the circuit diagram given in the figure 12.10, the figure is this, I have written it on the board. Suppose the resistors R1, R2 and R3 have the values 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohms respectively, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volts. Calculate the current through each resistor in the first part, in B, the total current in the circuit, and C, the total circuit resistance. It is very easy, children. So they are referring to this circuit diagram in your textbook. See, you can see three resistors R1 and R2, R3 are connected in parallel, which are meeting at the junction X and Y. Voltmeter is connected in parallel to this. One more thing which I wanted to tell you here is, children, we all have been studying that ammeter is connected in series, voltmeter is connected in parallel, positive of ammeter should be connected to positive, negative should be connected to negative. Yes. So when it comes to voltmeter, see, 2 volts, 3 volts, we tell no that it doesn't actually have the polarity. Polarity means the positive and negative for battery, ammeter, what all we mention. If at all you don't mention the polarity for the voltmeter also, it is okay. Voltage or the potential difference do not usually have the polarity. So, but since they have mentioned here, even let us consider. So, across these three resistors, the voltmeter is connected across the, connected in parallel across these three resistors. If at all you are writing the polarity for the voltmeter, children, see, positive across the positive, negative across the negative. Don't change that. Now ammeter is connected in negative, positive of the ammeter, and you have battery and the plug key. Switch on the plug key. Plug in the key. Next they are telling three resistors are having the value. So given R1 is 5 ohm, R2 10 ohm, R3 is 30 ohm, and it is connected to a battery of 12 volts, means its value of V is 12 volts. In the first part A, what they have asked is, calculate the current through each resistor. Here they are not asking us to find the total resistor, but what they are asking, current through each resistor. We know, no, when resistors are connected in parallel, this current I, when it crosses this junction, it is splitted into I1, I2 and I3 across the resistors R1, R2, R3. So, how do you measure the current across these three R1, R2, R3 separately? We studied in the activity, no? Connect the ammeter near the resistor R1 in series first, note down the ammeter reading. Next, disconnect it, again connect it near the R2, note down the reading. Connect the ammeter near R3 in series and note down the reading. This is how you will find out the I1, I2, I3. But mathematically, when you find out, how will you do? Obviously, we depend on the Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to I into R. Correct? If V is equal to I into R, here they are asking us to find what is I1, I2, I3. What will be I in general? I is V divided by R. Correct? When I is V divided by R, current through the resistor R1, I1 is V divided by R1, I2 is V divided by R2, and I3 is V divided by R3. This is how we need to find out. After knowing the formula, just substitute and simplify. I1 is V divided by R1. Why not V1? Because voltage is same for the parallel connection, but current is different. So V by R1. What is V, children? 12 volts. It is clearly given, 12 volts. What is R1? 5 ohms. 5 divided by 12 is what? 5. 2s are 10. 2 remaining. Point you keep, 0 you take. 5 4s are 20. So I1 means 2.4 ampere. So we got I1 is equal to 2.4 ampere. Similarly, I2 is V divided by R2. V is again 12 divided by 10. 10, 1s are 10, 2 remaining, 0, 10, 2s are 20. This implies I2 is 1.2 amperes. I3 is V divided by R3. V is again 12 volts. R3 is 30 ohm children. 12 divided by 30 when you do 0 point means 0. 3 4s are 12. So 0.40. Why 0? This 0 I am putting it here. So 34 is 120. 0.4 ampere means I3 is 0.4 ampere. No calculators can be used in the exam again children. You should be fast in calculation. Hence we find out the current through each resistors, that is I1, I2 and I3. So our first part is done. It was calculate the current through each resistors. Yes, we have calculated. Second part, calculate the total current in the circuit. So we know I is the total current in the circuit, which when passes through the three resistors gets splitted into I1, I2 and I3. And we have learnt while deriving the formula that total current I is the sum of the current passing through the how many ever resistors which are there in the circuit. So in the B part, total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. We know what is I1 plus I2 plus I3. So add up. It is 2.4 plus 1.2 plus 0.4 and we get it to be 4 amperes. So total current I is equal to 4 amperes. How I got 4? 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 4, again 10 means further 3, add up 1. 4 ampere. I is 4 ampere. So B part we have done. First part they asked us to find the current through the each resistors I1, I2, I3 we find it out. In the second part they asked us to find out the total current in the circuit. Total current is what? I, which is split into I1 plus I2 plus I3. So we need to sum up them. So 2.4 plus 1.2 plus 0.4 is 4 amperes. In the third part of the question, children, they asked find out the total resistance in the circuit. So this is the important part. Total resistance means it is in parallel connection. We learnt the formula, no? 1 by Rp. This is very, very important children, where most of you do the mistake. Connected in parallel means simply don't add up 5 plus 10 plus 30 and write 45. You will go wrong. This is parallel connection. So formula is 1 by Rp is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. We clearly know what are R1, R2 and R3 values. This I will erase children. So let me substitute. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 is 5. 1 by 5, R2 is 10 and R3 is 30. 1 by 5, 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. Now you need to take the LCM of all this. So primary mathematics shall we do? Start with 5 table. 5 ones are, 5 twos are, 5 threes are. 2 ones are, 1s are, 3s are. 3 ones are, 1s are, 1 are. 5 twos are 10, 10 threes are 30. So clearly LCM is 30. 1 by Rp is 30. For the first 1 by 5, 5 ones are, 5 6s are. 6 into numerator 1 is 6 plus. 10 you have, 10 ones are, 10 threes are. 3 into numerator 1 is 3 plus. 30 you have, 30, 30. Remainder 1. 1 into 1 is 1. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 1, 10 divided by 30. We got 10 divided by 30. Hope you understood how to do with the LCM. If not, I will not repeat. You repeatedly watch the video. 6 plus 3 plus 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 divided by 30. 10 ones are, 10 threes are. Look here children, one more new step I will teach you now. So 1 by Rp is 1 by 3 we got. Okay na? So this is the how you find out the total resistance in case of parallel combination. You will of course write it in the form of 1 by 3. So you will have to take the LCM like this and simplify. And we got Rp is 1 by 3. Now here both LHS and RHS, if you observe children, in the numerators you have 1. So usually when you keep the final total resistance value in case of in series, no problem. In parallel, you will be having it in the form of 1 by, no? So, in both the LHS and RHS, numerator value is 1 by 1 by. So, what we can do is just take the reciprocal. If 1 by Rp is 1 by 3, then Rp is just 3 ohms. Like this you will write the final answer. Don't leave at this point, I am telling you. It is not like only if in the numerator 1 is there we need to take the reciprocal. No. You can do it if it is 2 by 3 also, just you write it as 3 by 2, simplify in the decimal form only you will write. So 1 by Rp is 1 by 3 means in both the numerator 1 is there, take the reciprocal. So Rp will be 3 ohms. So this is the total resistance in the circuit. See, they have got 3 ohms. This is how to solve, children. Next you have one more example, 12.9. This is very interesting and important as well.